another defeat, Alan, but a bit of a rally in the second half after what looked flat first half.
Well, you know, from the team that was the same team that went to Bournemouth, the first half at Bournemouth, the first half here was like a marked contrast. And, you know, I'm scratching my head on the sideline where we're not engaging, we're not higher up the pitch. And pressure does a strange things to you. And, you know, we looked so tentative and defensive first half and not engaging in Burnley at all. I had no option really at half time, in my opinion, to change the shape, try and engage the opposition and put some pressure on them. And when we did, suddenly it looked like a more even contest. It was 1-1 second half. I think we should have won it personally, and perhaps got a draw out of the game. But you know, sitting here saying nearly is probably what I've done for the last 8 or 9 games.
Is it frustrating to kind of lead yourself so much?
Of course, yeah, and in front of our own fans as well, to sit off like we did. It's not a team. That's not the team and sort of way I'm recognised as a manager. I'm not really somebody who doesn't as a setup where we sit off the opposition in a home game. But they're a good side, by the way, Burnley, so I want to take nothing away from them. They were very confident. Coming off a 3-0 win at West Ham, you could see everything they did was like with purpose and confidence, and we had a problem dealing with that. But fair play, at least we showed a bit of character second half and a bit of resilience. And from what could have been a desperate situation, the way we played first half and 1-0 down, that could have been a very embarrassing afternoon. But at least with second half come out and engaged in them and took ourselves almost man to man actually on the pitch to say, come on in, let's have a go at it. And at least, you know, we did that.
Was Gibbs injured? Or
No.
Was that a tactical thing?
No, I had to change this. I had to change the shape, and I wanted to go with 4 sound defenders for that particular second half.
Were there strong words at half time, Alan, to shape it up? Given, you know, as you say, that's not the way you played first half, it's not what you think you're about and what you expect of your team to be about.
Well, I think it's, you know, it is a definite balance between having a few strong words and knocking people who are very nervous. You have to understand, when you've played this game, and I have, when you don't feel confident, when the obvious thing to do is actually protect yourself. Now, protecting yourself is sometimes sitting back. So that was what we tried to get out of them, the fear of stepping onto the team. We was actually causing ourselves more problems by being so nervous and edgy. And I think a few of the players took that on board actually, and I almost challenged them to go man for man against Burnley and match up exactly the same as they coming in. And as I say, at least they showed that second half, I thought, to our fans, that they were prepared to do that.
Were you disappointed with the second goal?
Yeah, I was.
Errors, you know?
Yeah, I thought the first goal they were lucky, Burnley. We got a bit of a ricochet break for the first goal. A great finish, by the way. But the second goal, we should do better. And Ahmed gets caught, in my opinion, in a position where he shouldn't be caught and should have done better. That might have, not scoring at that point, might have got us something out of the game.
How difficult is it to get the players motivated for these games?
They're tough, you know, and it's sometimes, you know, as a manager and a coaching staff, and we're very experienced, as you know, myself and John Carver, and we've been in pressured situations before, most notably at Newcastle, where the pressure is enormous, and you sometimes can sense in the team that the team is suffering from that. Definitely we sensed that in the first half. I think anyone here, any person who was a football person would see that team out there was not trying. They were just nervous and under massive pressure. And I had my sympathy with them for a little bit. And also there's part of me going, come on in. Got to be stronger than that.
Yeah.
And that's really where I am with it today. The only thing I would say for our fans really is I hope deep in their hearts they kind of understand that a little bit, because it is sometimes hard to understand as a fan sitting there watching some of that in the first half.
Sorry, speaking about John, there was some suggestion that he had a bit of a row with a few fans behind the dugout. Is that anything that you noticed at all?
No, I didn't notice it, if I'm honest. But can you imagine the fans are frustrated? We're frustrated. we're not going to get engaged in a situation where we're upsetting fans, but we're trying to kind of say, look, stay with us. And it's difficult in this situation, very, very difficult. And I don't really want to add any more to that. I think I've kind of give you what I think is my honest assessment of what happened today. It's not a great assessment, but it is what it is.
Can I just ask you about, when you're talking about the fans, the number of empty seats that the attendance is published as it is at 23,000 odd, but there was nowhere in the world there was that many people in here. Is that worrying, the sort of feeling that some of them are...
Well, I think that's evident of where we are, and I think that's evident of society to a degree as well, a little bit. I think that's happened at Arsenal many times. I think there are 50,000. I've been in there when there's 20, so at least we had percentage more than that.
Alan, could I just get you to comment on a picture doing the rounds on social media today? The fans have mentioned it. Gareth Barry's been pictured out last night in a nightclub. It's not gone down well with supporters. I know he's injured.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you just to say, is that a problem for you, or is it? Would you have had?
Well, I know he was in for treatment this morning, and he was on time for this morning.
Yeah.
His engagements off the football pitch and his personal life is his personal life. He was under no jurisdiction with us.
Yeah.
Was it wise to do that on the eve of a game? Probably not.
Would there have been a curfew in place?
No.
No. Okay.